Welcome to another week from a tropical flower farm in Far North Queensland, Australia. In this week's episode, we're going to learn all about dragon fruit from Yana. She's from Rare Dragonfruit in Agnes Water, Queensland, and Jodie from Far North Queensland Blooms, the tropical flower farm that we've been staying on for the past 6 months, is also going to run us through some of her process and what she does on the farm with her flowers as well. Hope you guys enjoy this one. Let's just jump straight into it. It's another day on the farm. We're just cruising over down here. Jodie is about to plant some dragon fruit. We're going to have a little chat with the lady that she's got the dragon fruit from. It's another absolutely dark, rainy day here on the farm, so we'll see how we go with this one. We'll take you over here and you can meet these guys. Yana.
Yeah.
It's Yana, but what's your the farm name called?
Oh, Rare Dragonfruit.
Rare Dragonfruit.
Yeah, and we sell cuttings online basically. So out of what we grow, our main business is selling cuttings and posting them all around Australia within biosecurity regions. But that's what we do. And then in summer we've planted more plants because everyone wants fruit now because I've tasted all the different varieties.
Yeah, right.
So at our farm gate we write the name of the variety on it so people can come and buy it and taste.
Yeah, nice, because you've got heaps, eh?
Yeah, so
I've looked at the website and there is a lot on there.
Yeah, and it can be confusing. And whenever people are buying them, like, can you just come and taste it first, please? Because I might like pineapples, but you don't like pineapples, so it makes it easier.
How many different varieties are there on the website as well? And on your farm?
There's it's like a shoe collection. You never admit to what you're. I don't have a shoe collection. I wear thongs and work boots.
Yeah, classic Queenslander.
Yeah. My sneakers are in the boat for a walk, but they don't have shoelace. So I've got to get those. But yeah, 150 plus.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
Wow.
So every seed in a dragon fruit, if you grew it out, could be a brother or sister in your family. If you can picture the differences you get, so you might get one. You might plant 10 seeds. One might be self-fertile. One might be self-sterile. One might be purple, pink. So you're getting all those genetic diversity. So that's how all these different varieties have come across. They're just
wow. And from like you
out.
Guys actually you guys started with just a small amount and then created all those varieties yourself?
We haven't created. Well, I've got some in the works, but people do with heaps of stuff like graft a seed and speed up the process because dragon fruit are only one of the main plants that take on the age of the original plant it was grafted onto, the rootstock, that's the word I'm looking for.
Oh, right, really?
Yeah, so if you do a seed graft, you can get fruit quite quickly.
Yeah,
sort of 1 to 3 years
amazing. Where
you grow it out. It's sort of 5 to 7 years. I've kind of just letting them grow out.
Okay.
Because I just don't have time. So, yeah, for those people who've got time to do it, they'll do, that kind of thing.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, I'd love to have time. I've done some grafting and it's just sprouting roots like this straight off here. I don't have that finesse. I can do the planting like this, but not,
Oh, wow, look, I've got it.
Oh, yeah.
Nice caterpillar.
I don't know if that's one of the good ones or bad ones that has nibbles. They like hitting the new...
Oh, do they actually nibble?
Yeah, they have a nibble sometimes on the soft stuff. Yeah, or just... annoying more than anything.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, see just here? See these bits? Around the back?
Yeah.
And there?
Yeah.
So they just like the soft new stuff. These spindly branches and they hold on. So.
But it makes sense that they're a succulent.
So this one's red jade and that's got a purple flower. Oh. So it's pretty similar to even your epiphylium cactuses have crossbred them to get weird flowers and stuff.
What do you want?
I don't know if you want to try something different because tropical fruit world, they're on more like volcanic wet.
They're on volcanic.
Soil like you guys and good stuff. We normally plant ours in the ground like up to there.
Yeah.
But ours is going to mulch.
Yes.
So it's aerated and they suffer a lot of cholera rot where it rots off there.
Okay.
So they put them just so they're sitting on the ground.
Yes, that's what
That's the preferred way they like to do it. So that's the difference, I think.
So whereabouts is your farm then? Because you were just saying that it might be a bit wet here. compared to normally.
Where in Agnes Water we've got the shittest soil. Maybe I might say that.
Yeah.
But it is like concrete or clay. It's like a heavy concrete or mud. There's no in between.
Yeah.
We
okay.
had no worms when we moved in.
Yeah.
So we plant everything on top of the soil. The only thing that goes in the ground is a post, pretty much.
Yeah, wow.
And then we add mulch each year, and then companion plant. We sort of have this cycle of we add pigeon pea or nitrogen fixing crops in between our plantings as well.
Yeah, right.
And use that as a chop and drop. We have flowers growing in our rows so that we create flight paths for the bees.
Yeah, okay.
Because dragon fruit flowers only open for one night and then they close up.
Oh,
so
wow.
By having the flowers in between, like your marigolds, or it just creates a bit more diversity for insects and that kind of thing, and then you get less diseases
Yeah, okay.
as well. So,
Yeah, right.
you know, like the more you have, the better. Even if you throw some bean crops in between or just for that added nitrogen, it all supports each other then, and you
Yeah,
don't have
okay.
to add as much synthetic fertilizers and that kind of thing.
Yeah, right. Awesome. Which Jodie would not be doing since it's all organic.
That's it, yeah. So I really find that helps is the more diversity in every space. Even like the diversity in your grass and stuff you've got, like clover, all different things, all helps.
Yeah, okay.
Add
Yeah,
to
cool.
everything.
Yep. So then the planting here, so on your farm, like you said, it's on top, but here it's going to be like in the ground then?
The roots will find the ground.
Yeah, okay.
So I like starving plants because they've got to grow more roots.
Right.
More roots equals more nutrient uptake.
Yep.
Then that equals better quality of plants. Instead of giving a plant everything they want, even we let our plants stress out where we're like, oh, we should water them. We might leave it a week or two before we do that.
Yeah, okay.
Because that stress will trigger more growth
Yeah.
that you don't see. Which
Yeah, right.
then when it does get that opportunity to have that water, it can take up twice as much as what it would if we were just putting a dripper on it and giving it a direct watering of this is where your roots need to grow, is just here. It'll be searching for water then.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Is that why they promote once a week watering down south? You know, like they just say
In
just
droughts and
do
stuff like that.
really good watering once a
Yeah,
week.
we were even watering with our firefighting pump and just giving them a drenching when it was really dry, because we have really dry. This one is Godzilla. See that white layer there? That's a sun protective layer, like a natural sunscreen, where you think it looks like it's powdery mildew almost.
Yeah, wow.
So this has been sort of developed from a really cold desert nights and really hot days, so it's got that
Yeah, okay.
natural sun protection.
Yeah, cool. And it does look way different to all the other ones.
Yeah, and you can
Wow.
see the spikes as well. Even the lobes are quite different. Like this one's and like that one are quite harder to work with because they're spikier, but the fruit's pretty good.
Yeah, okay.
And these were really prolific over the whole season. They're a rounder fruit. This pollen was sort of the main pollen at the start of the season. All of our longer fruit came out rounder because that was the dominant pollen.
Yeah, right.
So what we do is we get around with all of our, Mick goes around with a vacuum, vacuums all the pollen off our flowers.
Really?
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
puts
right.
it in a bucket and then reallocates it to the flowers, because there is your filament around the outside, and then in the middle you've got your stigma, and that's where he applies the pollen to the female part.
Yeah, wow.
Then that goes down and turns into the fruit. So the more pollen that flower receives, the better the quality of the fruit. Doesn't change the colour and things, but it can change the size.
Yeah, okay.
So for the Isis Gold one we bought Jodie a few years ago, when you cross-pollinate that with a large commercial white, you can get fruit to 1.5 kilos.
Whoa.
So that's what commercial growers for, is the size in a box.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's a massive
So
dragon fruit.
for a commercial grower, that's what they want, is less in a box and size, because it's cheaper to pick 5 fruit than it is
Yeah, of
40.
course, yeah,
But
yeah,
we
yeah.
grow some that are little duck egg size,
Yeah, okay.
and
Are
they're
they
our favourites. They're
tastier
sweeter.
though? Yeah,
Yeah, their sugar ratings are sometimes 23. So we even sugar rate all of our varieties and test them.
Right,
as well.
I don't know what's a high sugar rating, what's a low
So
sugar
if you
rating.
go into the supermarket, buy an imported dragon fruit, it might be a 13 when you get one that's really watery. On another side note, dragon fruit are non-climateric, so they don't ripen once they're picked. They're not like your papaya where you
okay.
can sit it on the bench when it's green.
Has to be done.
Picked when it's ripe.
Yeah,
so, like a citrus as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's another point. So these other small varieties are like a 23 up from there. So they all each have their sweetness. Normally when it's less sweet, it can be more acid. Sometimes flavour will trump sweetness. Okay. So it might be a lower sugar rating, but the flavour is so good, it tastes sweeter than what it is, but it's purely flavour based.
Okay.
I do talks and stuff at like different garden places and Queensland Garden Show on how to grow dragon fruit and stuff like that. So it's what we're falling in as our niche.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, you love it, obviously.
Yeah, it's great. We've just been listening to the Patagonia book about how to improve the world and with sustainability, and I'm like, I feel good about what we do. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? We're not we're contributing to a little bit of good on our small farms instead of being a large commercial grower. Yeah, we need more little things that help and are done properly. Yeah. So that's Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
They're going to grow up like these ones, or what's the
dragon fruit? If you think of them as a rainforest cactus or a rainforest climbing vine, so they're designed to climb up to the top of the canopy and take over, like you see the vines in the background. So that's what we're mimicking on the post, but it controls it. If you put it up a tree, it will end up exactly like all the vines.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you don't want to do that. No trees allowed.
Okay. Yeah, wow. So it could just go as high.
But then you're feeding the cockatoos and stuff. So basically this is a better example. I know how busy Jodie is, but so what you want to do is you want to train 1 or 2 shoots up to the top of the post. Mm-hmm. Any more than that and you're losing all the energy of the plant down low. Yeah. Okay. So for this one, I don't have secateurs on me, but I'd be pruning this, or maybe redirecting that one up and taking these ones off, so that all the energy is going to the top of the post, and then you're letting it branch out from there. Right. These older branches are what will produce the fruit. They're going to be the fruit for maybe the end of summer. So dragon fruit flower and fruit for about 6 months, depending on your location. So they are stimulated by daylight hours mainly. So each thorn on the plant has the ability to be a flower, fruit, or else a branch. Yeah, right, okay. So if you've got no thorns left, you've pretty much lost out most of your chances, and that's time to remove it as well. Yeah, right. But you can sort of see, even from that, you can propagate more plants as well, definitely. Or add them in around the post. And so, take them off and then just plant them somewhere else. Or even if you've only got the one on a post, you can duplicate it. It does get a bit more complicated if you have too much root growth around the back. Say if you've got a 5-year-old plant and you've got good root growth, this new cutting can't compete with that. So that's the only time if it's 6 months to 12 months old and you're sort of just like, oh, it's new, I can put 4 to a post, which is what you can grow. Mm-hmm. It's fine to do that. Yeah, so, okay. Yeah, cool. Yeah, you can have 3 to 4 different varieties on one post. Oh, wow. So really? For like a small backyard grower, we could even fit one in between here. So you could even do 1.5 metre spacings. Yep. In that small space, we could have 5 to 6 posts, or 5 posts, it's easy to add up. And you can have 15 to 20. In just that? Yeah. Just in this area right here. That will produce, every few weeks, when they get their kick on, a fruit, every few weeks over that 6. Yeah, wow. So you can just pump it. Yeah. Even just in a small yard as well. You can have a shitload. Or in a pot. Yeah. You can have 4 different. You can have a yellow, you can have a red, you can have a small, you can have a white. Do you know what I mean? You can really sort of have a lot in a small space. When I do workshops in Brisbane and stuff, even hanging baskets, we've got them growing in. Oh, okay. Of course, you're getting less fruit because it's bonsai'd a bit, but you still get fruit. Yeah, like how many would you get out of a hanging basket? You lessen the amount of branches. Yeah. But you can still, we've picked 3 or 4 good fruit out of an extremely unloved hanging basket that's hanging under a shed. Yeah, it doesn't really get watered and stuff like that. And it still produces. The potential's there. Like if you were looking after it, Potassium, like your potashes, you can spray to stimulate flowering as well. So that's something we do in the growing season, and it can also make your fruit a bit sweeter.
Yeah, okay.
Adding potassium.
Yeah,
so,
right.
yeah.
Cool.
We use an organic blend of K-Tech. They're made at Gympie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so at least it's something to stimulate growth, but it's still an Australian, Queensland organic company.
Yeah,
At the
nice.
same time, you still, it's hard, trying to tick the boxes and...
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how they're planting them, just like that. And just sticking with like 2 on each.
Yeah, 2's good for commercial. We had an Australian dragonfruit growers meeting the other day, and they reckon that there's no difference between 2 and 4. And I'd probably make the posts a bit shorter.
Oh, really? So yeah, you were just saying there's no difference between 2 or 4 on a single post.
Yeah,
because
if you go going commercially.
Right.
Like for your backyard gardener, it's going to be a bit different. Do you know what I mean? Small space, you want to maximise what you've got.
Yeah, of course.
But for a commercial grower...
and it's absolutely, it's starting to rain, like just for something different.
But I like these post heights a bit better than these ones.
Yeah, okay. Why?
Because I'm short.
Oh, yeah, right, just for picking, right?
Yeah, so because you're getting the overhang, even look at you've got this height, but then they've gotten a little bit higher because of the overlapping of branches.
Yeah, okay.
So when we've got them this high at home, we normally have to stand on a ladder or something.
Yeah, of course.
To do that, but I mean, it's what you've got though.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can always put a bar through there and keep it shorter.
Oh, yeah.
As well,
right,
do you know what I mean? There's different ways of doing it, or even trellising as well.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to leave those guys to it because it is pissing down, and that was awesome though. It was lots to know about dragon fruit that I had no idea about, so super interesting. Alrighty, we're down here in the paddock with Jodie and Beck, and they're just getting stuck into the weeding of this flower row, or what was a flower row. It's slowly disappearing. Still got a little bit to go that way. And Jodie's just gonna tell us a little bit about what she's been doing on the farm.
Okay, children. We are cleaning out the heliconias. So this is a really old row. It's about 3 years old, and it gets really messy. So we're cutting it down, taking out the sides, cutting it down. So we'll rotary hoe the sides and stop all this from growing on the sides and keeping it centralised so we can pick bigger flowers from it. The more root system you have, the smaller the flowers. So we're trying to consolidate the root systems down so they can then spread again to produce the bigger flowers.
Yeah, cool.
I've mowed out the sides of the rows, made it a little bit easier because then we've got the irrigation in the middle. Didn't hit any irrigation, which was great.
And Jodie was saying, the irrigation actually spreads 3 rows, right?
Yeah, it does 3 rows. So when we turn the irrigation on, it will do 3 rows. So there's always a middle row, we call it a middle row, that has irrigation on it.
Yep, so that means, it skips, so then that middle row.
These 2, and then that middle row will have irrigation on it.
Yeah, I can see it in the thing there, yeah.
And then
gets either
skips
side.
and then does another. So
yeah, cool.
Whenever we irrigate, we're irrigating with the rain sprinklers. So they throw, I think it's 4.5 or 4.2 metres or something like that.
Yep.
But it's more like raindrops, so it gets all the heliconias and it works well. But you can see now that we're thinning this out, so this is all thinned out, so there's actually soil in here, and they've got room to move. So these will be new shoots. This is a new shoot coming up here, and then we'll have all nice new shoots coming up through, which will produce bigger flowers because they're not competing with so much of the matter underground. Bit of fertiliser, and we're off and running again for another 18 months.
Yeah, cool. And so yeah, Jodie was also saying off camera that the new plants are being, that row just there, and also this row,
one,
right?
yeah, so this one's got to be hand weeded. So we hand weed all the rows, the new plantings, at least twice, which is a fun job.
And these ones already have flowers on it, which I thought is crazy.
Yeah, so
like this one's got quite a few.
So these are
the gold
about
torch.
6 months old, and within around Christmas time, these will all be about this high and this wide, and as soon as the humidity hits, they just love it. They boost up, and then we'll be picking these for Christmas.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah,
It is bloody humid today as well. Like
it's not humid
my
today.
it is. My camera lens was that fogged up. Like I was trying to film Jodie on the tractor,
South Australia,
and it was just like impossible to keep it from fogging up. Just constantly wiping the inside, taking it off, wiping it. Nightmare.
South Australians, not humid at all. Beautiful
Hey,
weather.
Beck, is it humid?
Also dripping off the end of my nose, so
Yeah,
I'd say
it's definitely humid. Nothing to what it's like in summer, but compared to the last week, it is bloody humid. Look, you got sweat all over your back too. I mean, it's
So as I was saying before, we take out our rows. These rows are Daintree and Gold Torch. They have to come out every second year, or as they grow up, and then we plant new rows every year to revitalise those, because they grow so wild and really fast. And then they only produce for 6 months of the year as well, so they're not something that we're keeping clean. Petra, on the other hand, is a staple flower that we use all year round. So last year I took out this side of the row, and you can see like it's got a nice curvature and it's not too tall, but on this side of the row I didn't take it out and it's wild. So this year with the Petras, I take out half the row, I leave the other half there. So we do alternate rows every year, just so we can keep them clean, because that's like a 4.5 metre row and we can't pick to the middle, and the snakes like to get in there. So just to make it a little bit safer, we take out half a row, clean it up, just take out all the old flowers, and then the following year we let the row that has been cut to the ground grow up, and then we normally pick that every second year. So when I'm picking now, I always get more flowers off the side that hasn't been slashed, and then the side that has been slashed always has little flowers until the 2-year mark, and then that side takes over. So we're always alternating. The same with this row. This row will get taken out to a middle strip, and then take all the old flowers taken out, and then we revamp it, and then this row doesn't need to be touched for about 5 years.
Yeah, wow.
Last time this row hasn't been mowed out, it was about 5 years ago. But we do clean them out every year.
yeah, okay. And this one's Lady Di,
Lady
right?
Di.
And then you had the
And then,
Petra.
so this is the yellow torch, and you can see that it's messy. The flowers, they're not clean because they end up with this rust. So we end up with rust on them. So this is rust. And then that just gets put through the hole, because we're organic, we don't spray chemicals. So we just revamp every year, especially the Gold Torch and the Daintree are really susceptible for rust, and the leaching of the lime through, they really suffer with that. So we've just found it easier just to replant every year and have new flowers coming through constantly.
Yeah, wow. And rust, like, as in the same rust you get on metal.
So the rust, so it's actually a fungus.
Oh, right. I was like,
So yeah,
that's
and then
insane.
as you can see, the ants move it around. So
Yeah.
we got,
Yeah, she's looking pretty funky in these ones, isn't it? Lots of
Yeah.
ants.
yeah, so because we don't spray, that's why we end up with the rust and some funguses are here and there. And then all the bugs like to get on there and make messes. Lots of cockroaches and that sort of thing. So it's just, yeah. wild. They get wild.
Hammy down here loving it as usual. Look how happy he is.
Everyone comes here and goes, wow, it's amazing. And I'm like, oh my God, it's so messy.
No, it is amazing though, hey. Like, I mean, Jodie's pretty particular with her flowers, but the whole farm is kept bloody nice.
We try to keep it, nice. So yeah, for our
And
visitors.
the place is just wild up here, like it's Far North Queensland.
Oh.
It's just a bloody jungle, it's insane.
Everything grows so quickly. So quickly. So after we've stripped everything down and we've pulled everything out, I'll go over again with the slasher multiple times and cut everything down, so we end up with all this mulch. So it's all going back on to regenerate the soil. So we've got another mower. So once I slash it a few times, get it right down, I'll put the other mower over it, because that's like a proper lawn mower that'll cut it really, really short. Throw all the mulch into the middle where we've left that soil, and then so it'll all be covered in mulch and the soil gets regenerated with the mulch.
The whole farm's all organic. How's the garden? It's coming along nicely. The bok choy, that other bok choy I put in not too long ago, pumping along. And we don't know what this is. Just grabbing a couple of things to take up for breakfast. There actually is another big cucumber. Do you want that for breakfast? Or? Yeah? Yeah, there's a nice looking cucumber over here. So yeah, I think it's, yeah, look at that. Beautiful little, nice little one. So we actually have two different types of cucumber in here, and I forget which one's which, but we've got a Lebanese cucumber, and then I don't know what this one is, because one's super spiky and one's just like, looks nice. Like the other ones we had yesterday, they have big spikes. Like this, look at that. See how it's like...
Looks like a cactus.
Yeah. We always grab fresh eggs for breakfast too, straight from the bum. How many did you get?
Oh look, you got to look at the
Only
colours.
3 today? Yeah, how's the colours? They're like
There's a blue one.
blue, green,
Pictures.
brown. Interesting.
Picked them up yesterday afternoon and there was 8. So.
Yeah. Yeah, well, because usually we've been getting like, what, 8 to 10?
Oh, hi Des, how are you? So we are replanting. So what we're looking for is when we're replanting, so this is Richmond Red. It's got a big red flower that comes out of it. And so when we're replanting, we're looking for these new stems coming through. So we use the trusty secular saw, reciprocating saw.
Yes, that's it.
To cut through the base, which I've already done. And then we get the shovel up underneath. Blue, can you please move? And then we've got to lift the plant like this. And you can hear it crack. So where it cracks is where I'm listening for. So I can use the reciprocating saw to cut through. So see? Blue, can you please move your nose? And there you go. So this is and you can see I've just broken it there, so we do a nice clean, but that's all nice and clean. There's no fungus, nothing's been eating it, so we can plant that straight into the ground. We'll take that one off. So that was a new shoot, but I've cut through it accidentally. We still have this nice big new shoot here. If we are sending as a plant stock, if you're buying this off us, we actually clean all of this up, so we don't transfer any bacteria, any fungus, anything off the farm. But because we're replanting farm, like from one row to the next row, we will leave this intact. But otherwise, all this will get washed and all trimmed up, and then you just get the rhizome and no dirt.
Beautiful.
So, and then to plant these, I'll come over here. This is a bed that I rotary hoed about 6 weeks ago. So obviously the weeds have grown up, but we won't rotary hoe again because it disturbs the soil too much. And Rebecca has dug us a little hole here. So we don't need to, we just need to pull some weeds out around, and we don't need to have the hole too deep. So we're just wanting to plant to the soil level as what it was before. So just there. Bip, bip. So you make sure that you have no air. Move it down like that. And then just bring the soil around, not the weeds. Taking note, Rebecca? And just, that's it. And then plant it into there.
How many would you say you would get out of one of these? How many new plants?
Oh, so out of a single bunch like this,
Yeah.
you're only taking the new plants on the edges.
Yeah,
So
okay.
it's whatever is popping up on the edges. You never take from the middle, because the middle has always, it's where you start with your new plants. So it's already 2 years old and more than likely got some, you know, the cane grubs are either eating the bottom of it, or it has some sort of fungus starting. That's why we replant.
Yep.
So you're always looking for the new shoots, and they're always on the outside. So as heliconias claws grow, or most heliconias, they all shoot from the middle and go out. So always just take the new shoots from the outside.
Yeah, okay. Makes sense, yeah.
So yeah, and that's why, and we're picking from these as well. So we don't want to take too many off each plant, because we're also trying to keep the flowers going for picking at the same time.
How cool is this? There's like a little wasp nest in here. I've never seen one so small. It's about this big. Just in there. That's it for this week's episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. This might be one of the last episodes actually on this farm, for this farm series. We are leaving here in 2 weeks, actually. It's exactly 2 weeks from today. So there might be another episode, and then we'll be on to the next chapter, which is baby life, since the baby's due any day now, and travel. We're going to another house sit, and after that we'll be heading overseas. And we still got to sell the Prado and stuff as well. But yeah, this is, we got a few little more steps along the way. The caravan is sold, it's gone. So that was the first step in the plan. Now that that is done, we're super excited and on to the next steps already. So yeah, hope you'll stick around and follow us on our journey and where we go from here. I'm going to keep making videos all about different things as well, so it won't just be farms, and won't just be hiking or four-wheel driving or whatever I end up doing, but it'll just keep going and changing as we go. And yeah, I hope you guys stick around for the ride. Slap that like button and tickle that subscribe, and join me up in Australia for the next few videos, and then to wherever else we go after that, guys. Cheers for watching. See you then.